close your eyes and take a deep breath. Feel your body settle as the noise of the outside world begins to fade. This is not just a moment of peace, it's the beginning of transformation. When we talk about health and wealth, we often separate the two, thinking they belong in different conversations. But the truth is, they are deeply connected. They are not separate journeys, but two aspects of the same path, and that path begins within you. Your mind and body are not just linked, they are reflections of each other. When your mind is cluttered, anxious, or chaotic, your body responds. Stress rises, fatigue increases, illness finds a place to grow. But when your mind is calm, focused, and aligned, your body follows suit. It begins to heal, energize, and strengthen. That's the power of meditation. It bridges the inner and outer worlds. It allows you to tune in, regulate your nervous system, and create an environment where both health and wealth can thrive. Think about it when you're stressed, overwhelmed, and disconnected. You make poor decisions, you eat poorly, you sleep restlessly, and your thinking becomes reactive. But when you're centered, when you're still, you can see clearly. You choose better. You perform better, attract better. Meditation isn't about escaping reality. It's about sharpening your awareness so you can take inspired action. It's about activating a version of you that's healthy, vibrant, and aligned with abundance. Now imagine starting your day in silence, breathing deeply, focusing inward. No distractions, just you connecting with your body, connecting with your purpose. In those moments, something powerful happens. Your cells respond to the peace. Your heartbeat finds rhythm. Your thoughts slow down. You become fully present. And in that presence, your energy begins to shift. You're no longer reacting to life. You're creating it. You begin to realize that health is wealth, that every breath you take in stillness strengthens your immunity, that every peaceful thought feeds your body on a cellular level, and it doesn't stop there. This same state of mental clarity boosts your productivity, enhances your focus, and opens your mind to new ideas. That's where wealth starts, not in your bank account, but in your belief, your energy, your frequency. So understand this, the mind-body connection is not a theory. It's your power source. You meditate consistently, you create alignment. And in alignment, everything becomes possible. Health becomes your default. Wealth becomes your flow. Start here. Stay still. Breathe deep. And let your inner power rise. Take a moment right now and realize something powerful. Wealth does not start with money. It doesn't begin in a job, a business, or a lucky break. It begins in the mind. It starts with your inner world, your thoughts, your beliefs, your energy. Every financial result you see in your life is just a reflection of what's happening inside you. If your mind is filled with fear, doubt, or a sense of lack, then even if money comes into your life, it won't stay. But when your mind is aligned with abundance, when you feel wealthy before the money arrives, you begin to attract wealth naturally. This is where meditation becomes your greatest tool. It's not just about calming down, it's about tuning into the frequency of wealth. When you close your eyes and breathe with intention, you begin to shift your vibration. You move from fear to faith, from stress to clarity. You start to reprogram the thoughts that run your financial life. And here's what most people don't understand. Your subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of your decisions. That means if your subconscious is filled with scarcity, you'll keep sabotaging your success no matter how hard you work. But when you meditate, you access the subconscious directly. You speak the language of the inner mind, images, emotions, and vibration. You can begin to visualize abundance. Picture yourself living in financial peace, doing work you love, helping others, traveling freely, feeling secure. And as you do this with emotion and repetition, your brain starts to accept it as truth. You're no longer just wishing, you're reprogramming. Most people spend their days reacting to problems, chasing money, fearing bills. But when you start your day in meditation, you align yourself with wealth consciousness. Send a signal to your brain and to the universe that says, I am abundant, I am ready. You begin to think creatively. Opportunities that were once invisible become clear. Conversations flow. Ideas spark. And instead of running toward money, you become the kind of person money is drawn to because you're operating at a higher frequency. Think about the wealthiest people in the world, not just in money, but in freedom and peace. They think differently. They believe differently. They don't operate from survival. They operate from vision. And that's what meditation trains you to do, to pause, to clear the noise, and to see your future before it happens. It's not fantasy. It's focus. That's the power of visualization. And when your vision is strong enough, consistent enough, your actions begin to follow. It's not about hoping for wealth. It's about becoming wealth. Not chasing success, but aligning with it. And when your mind believes it, your world starts to reflect it. So each time you meditate, remember, you're not wasting time. You're training your inner world to receive more, to handle more, to expect more. And the more you expect with faith and gratitude, the more naturally wealth begins to flow into your life. It all begins in the mind, so start there and everything else will follow. Breathe in and breathe out slowly. Feel your body sink a little deeper into this moment. That breath you just took, it's not just air, it's energy, it's life. It's the beginning of transformation. Every inhale fills your body with oxygen, with clarity, with possibility. Every exhale releases tension, fear, and the past. This is where the power of meditation becomes real, not just in the mind, but in your entire energy field. You see, you are not just a physical body. You are energy. You are vibration. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel carries a frequency. And the frequency you hold most consistently, that becomes the magnet of your life. So if your energy is low, scattered, stressed, anxious, you will attract more of that chaos into your life. But when your energy is calm, elevated, grateful, focused, you attract health, peace, opportunities, and abundance. This is not magic. This is science, and breath is the gateway. You meditate with focus on your breath, you begin to raise your internal vibration. You create a field around you that is lighter, more powerful, more magnetic. Your cells respond, your mind clears. And most importantly, you start to become aware of the present moment. That's where all your power is, not in the past, not in the future, but right here. In this breath, in this beat of your heart. Most people live in reaction. They wake up, check their phones, respond to stress, rush through the day, and go to bed exhausted. That's a life on autopilot. But when you stop and breathe intentionally, you activate consciousness. You begin to choose how you feel, how you think, how you respond. You shift from being reactive to being creative. That's what meditation does. It turns your energy into your greatest asset. And once you learn how to control your energy, your life begins to change. Health improves not because of a pill, because your nervous system finds balance. Your immune system strengthens because your body is no longer fighting your stress. And wealth flows more easily because your energy becomes aligned with clarity, confidence, and creativity. High vibration is not just a feeling, it's a frequency of success. Have you ever walked into a room and felt someone's energy before they said a word? That's vibration. People can feel you. The universe can respond to you. When you're in a high vibration, you don't have to force things. You don't have to chase. You begin to attract effortlessly. Opportunities open. People support you. The right paths reveal themselves. That's the invisible power of breath and presence. So each time you sit in silence and breathe deeply, you're not just relaxing, you're activating. You're charging your field. You're stepping into your power. And the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. You don't just visit peace. You live in it. You don't just hope for energy, you generate it. This is why meditation isn't just part of the journey. It is the journey through breath and focus. You become who you were meant to be, strong, clear, energized, and magnetic to all that serves your highest self. Take a deep breath in and let it go slowly. As you sit in this stillness, I want you to understand something powerful. So much of what holds you back isn't outside of you, it's inside. It's not your job, your income, your background, or your circumstances. It's your beliefs. Quietly, invisibly, they shape your decisions, your actions, your future. And most of those beliefs were formed without your permission. From childhood, from society, from experiences that told you who you are and what you deserve. Maybe you were taught that money is hard to earn, or that wanting more is selfish. Maybe someone told you that success only comes through suffering, or that you're not good enough, smart enough, or lucky enough to have it all. These are not truths. These are programs. And the most dangerous part, they operate silently. They repeat themselves in your subconscious like background noise, and most people never stop to question them. But meditation gives you that chance. In meditation, you step away from the noise. You enter a space where you can observe, not judge, just observe. Begin to notice the patterns, the fear that shows up when you think about taking a risk, the guilt that rises when you imagine wealth, the doubt that creeps in when you try to love yourself fully. And in that observation, you reclaim your power, because once you see a belief clearly, you can change it. This is the real work. This is where transformation happens, not by pushing harder in the world, but by going deeper within. When you meditate, you become aware of your inner dialogue. You catch the voice that says, I can't, it's too late, or I'm not worthy. And instead of believing it, you begin to question it. You replace it. You rewire your mind with new truths. I am capable. I am enough. I am abundant. I am healthy. I deserve to thrive. It doesn't happen overnight, but every meditation session is like upgrading your internal system. Slowly, the old beliefs lose their grip. The new ones take root, And soon you start to behave differently. You say yes to opportunities. You make bold choices. You attract new people, new energy, new results. That's the ripple effect of inner reprogramming. Remember, your subconscious mind is always listening. It doesn't respond to force. It responds to repetition and feeling. So when you combine meditation with affirmations, you're not just saying nice words, you're installing a new belief system. One that supports your health, one that allows wealth, one that frees you from the limitations of the past. This is the greatest freedom, the ability to choose your beliefs consciously. And that freedom is unlocked in silence, in stillness, in breath. So close your eyes, go within and begin again. The past is not your prison, it's your lesson. And you're not broken, you're becoming. Take a moment and really feel this. You were not born to live in chaos. You were not created to just survive, to chase, to burn out. Deep within you, there is a rhythm, a natural balance that knows exactly how to flow, how to heal, and how to thrive. But most of us have forgotten how to listen. We live in a world that celebrates hustle, constant motion, and endless productivity. And while growth and achievement are beautiful, they become dangerous when they're disconnected from inner balance. We've been taught that success means sacrificing health, that to earn more you must sleep less, that to get ahead you have to give everything. But this belief system is flawed, and it's costing us peace, vitality, and joy. True success is not found in burnout. It's found in balance. It's not about how hard you push. It's about how aligned you are when you take action. Meditation is how we come back to that balance. It's how we shift from force to flow. When you sit down, breathe, and go inward, you create space. Space to hear your intuition, space to feel your body, space to connect with what really matters. And in that space, something extraordinary happens, clarity. You start to see where your energy is being wasted. You start to feel what's draining you, and you begin to let go of the things that no longer serve your health or your wealth. This is the shift from grind mode to flow state. When your mind is balanced, your nervous system relaxes, your energy is focused, your time is used with intention. You no longer chase success from a place of fear or urgency. You attract it through purpose, peace, and alignment. You make better decisions. You work smarter, not harder. You create from a place of joy instead of stress. And the amazing thing is, when you're aligned, everything begins to sync up. Your health improves because your body is no longer overworked and under-rested. Your wealth grows because you're moving with clarity and confidence. You begin to attract people, opportunities, and experiences that match your energy. This is not a luxury, it's your natural state. Balance is not something you earn after you succeed. It's the key that opens the door to success in the first place. Think of it like a tree. A tree doesn't grow faster by stretching itself overnight. It grows by being rooted, by drawing energy from the ground, by reaching toward the light day by day. That's what meditation does for you. It roots you. It nourishes you. It gives you the stability and strength to grow in a healthy, sustainable way. You don't need to rush. You need to align. So give yourself permission to slow down, not because you're falling behind, because you're realigning with your natural power. Health and wealth are not opposites. They are partners. One supports the other, and both are built on a foundation of inner harmony. Let meditation be your daily return to that harmony, because in balance, you'll find everything you've been chasing. Each morning when you wake up, you're given a choice. You can let the day control you, or you can take control of the day, and that control doesn't come from force. It doesn't come from rushing out the door or diving into stress. It comes from stillness, from the quiet decision to center yourself before the world pulls at your attention. And that's where your power truly begins. Simple meditation practice, just 10 to 20 minutes, can completely shift the course of your life. It may sound small, it may seem insignificant, but what you do consistently shapes who you become. Think about it. Brushing your teeth takes 2 minutes, but doing it daily keeps your mouth healthy for life. Meditation is the same. It's hygiene for your mind, your energy, your spirit. One session may calm you temporarily, but a consistent practice transforms you permanently. Each day that you meditate, you're training your brain to focus. You're strengthening your emotional resilience. You're lowering stress hormones. You're building the mental muscles that help you respond rather than react. And that doesn't just affect your inner peace. It changes how you show up in the world. You become more grounded, more confident, more magnetic. People feel the difference. Opportunities come more naturally, health improves, wealth flows. This is not an overnight fix. It's a compounding effect. One session leads to another. One clear thought leads to a better choice. One better choice leads to a better habit. And over time, these small inner shifts create massive external change. The most successful, peaceful, and powerful people in the world didn't get there by chance. They built rituals, and meditation is one of the most powerful rituals you can create. You don't need to meditate for hours. You just need to show up for yourself. Sit in silence, breathe, visualize, listen, let go. Even on the days when your mind is busy, even on the days when you don't feel like it, those are the moments that count the most. Because when you stay committed through resistance, strengthen your self-mastery. And self-mastery is what leads to real freedom. There's a reason why meditation is a common thread among the healthiest and wealthiest individuals. It works. Doesn't matter your background, your past, your starting point. If you commit to the practice, the results will follow. It might not look dramatic at first, but over time, your energy becomes unshakable. Your vision becomes clear. Your life becomes a reflection of your inner work. So don't wait for the perfect moment to begin. The moment is now. Your future self is shaped by what you choose today. Give yourself the gift of daily stillness. Use it to build your inner power. And watch how your outer world begins to shift in ways you never imagined. Start today. Stay consistent. Let the transformation unfold.